Giselle, you have a upcoming speaking engagement with some banking and some women in sales. And yeah, tell us what you're going to be talking about with those women.
Yeah, that was amazing because if you remember last month, I was as a speaker and I spoke about presence, how presence is important for women in business.
Mm.
So, and she actually invited me, say, hey, we would like to invite you to be as our guest. I say, with love, with pleasure, with love, with pleasure, right?
With love
I
and
love that
pleasure.
topic.
Yeah.
And I just, it was interesting because we have different topics, especially polish power, right? We can talk about image, we can talk about style, etiquette, manners. And I asked, I said, what kind of crowd would be there? And she said, this women, they are saleswomen and they
Mhm.
need maybe business etiquette, how to interact with men in the business, because that's how she said is more men world than women in sales. I say with pleasure because that I love to talk to the saleswomen. I love to help them to use not the masculine power, but feminine power. Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes if you know how to enter the room without even speaking, and people will read you and say, hey, she is something. So that's what how we help women to show up. It lights you
Yeah.
up, Audrey.
Yeah.
So
Just the
that,
magnetism of the feminine,
yes,
like the way we
yes.
dress, the way we stand, the way we talk and
Yes.
play and yeah, so
Or
different than the
don't talk.
masculine, like, okay, are we gonna make this deal happen or what? Like they're very more aggressive, dominant style. Sometimes works, but sometimes it can stop a sale at the same time, right?
Yes.
And you reminded me, I had a event, a conference that I went to recently, and I saw the men looking at me. I was dressed really nice. I felt good,
Of course.
dressed very professional still, and I was just walking, but enjoying my hips and enjoying my feminine. And I remember one of the guys I finally connected with, he said, what is it that you do? He said, you walked across this room like you own the place, and I said, oh, thank you. Like I didn't even notice I
Like,
had did it, but I felt good. So
yeah.
yeah, even that he created some curiosity for him to like, hey, what is it? And then he got curious about some coaching and those things. And yeah, I'm still connected with him. There's a potential that we're gonna do some business with his company. So the power of feminine from everything. Yeah, I
Yes,
love that.
yes.
And how to use it in sales. That's
Yeah,
really
so,
good.
and somehow probably our mission to remind women to use their power. Because
Mm,
I don't know where it came from, but somehow women they stop believing in themselves, or they are very masculine, like to probably to fit the
right.
our
Yeah.
world, right? But hey, women, we can do much more, much we have much more power than men, because that is with the flirting, but you have to know how to flirt, not too much. That not to be because they love women. They want
Yes.
that energy, that I don't know how to explain it.
It's a softness,
Yes,
the grace. Think about what men don't have. It's the
yes,
opposites that attract, right?
yes,
So, like the
yes.
elegance, the style, the grace, the playfulness that we have in business. Of course, you have to be cautious with flirting, but you can be playful and still lit up and, enjoying yourself, being
I
in
like
your own pleasure. That men are like, wow, you can
what
enjoy
happened? I
yourself?
want to
Like,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Because I always say you can ask men to help to open doors instead of competing with them, because they are,
Mhm.
yes, the business
Right.
world, that's the men world, but they would love to help you to support you in your business. But
Mhm.
when you know how to ask, how to communicate with them, it's totally different. instead
Yes.
of being like bitchy and say, hey, I know what to, oh, don't even try to compete with them. Like you are a loser right away.
Right. You're going to get crushed.
Yeah,
A
you're gonna
man's
get
strength
crushed.
compared to our strength, we're not built to be,
No.
strong and tough. We're built to be feminine and, nurturing and take care of the babies and look good and feel good. That's our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that story the our mentor always said what can one woman can do with the 100 men in a room just by showing up and hey, do you remember that? How he was telling that story? Like when the man's standing in front of women, so he cannot handle, but one woman can handle with the 100 men. Just
Yeah.
by that's the secret. If you want to find out how, we can
Yeah.
help you with that.
To enjoy your feminism and to use it to make more money. Yeah.
And also that's why you are actually creating that retreat in Hawaii, right? So you would like to share a
Yeah.
little bit about that? What is
Yes, we have a retreat in Hawaii and we'll be doing more retreats coming up as well. And yeah, it's April 1st through the 5th. And there we're going to have women coming together to one, enjoy our bodies. A big part of being confident and being in your feminine is to appreciate your body.
Yes,
So
that's
that
true.
training will be included in that, as well as, eating mindfully, our awareness. Of course, like we've talked about, the way we walk, the way we communicate, and even taking pressure off of our body with some exercises.
Yeah,
So, yeah, and to do
so
it in a beautiful place where we can be in pleasure and enjoying each
that
other
sounds
and
very
dressing up and feeling good. Yeah.
sounds
So,
yummy.
yeah.
Yummy
So,
to go
yes,
around.
if you're curious, please message. I'd love to give you more information on it.
And
Yeah.
how we can help you? Just I am specialized in etiquette and manners. Audrey, you are best in
Yes. I
style.
work with women on their communication and leadership in corporate spaces, as well as their image, their style. And yes, your confidence is a big piece to that. So we'd
If
love
you would
to
like,
help you in your journey.
if you would like to connect with us, we you can have a discovery call with us. So feel free. Information below this video. And thank
Yes, shoot
you.
us a message. See
Yes.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.